Yeah,
You're using Mysore blade.
हाँ क्या चाहिए? You are the host here. No, you have to let him in. क्या बोल? कौन सा? हाँ? Your battery is not there. नहीं है. ये बैटरी खत्म हो गया इसका. नहीं no. He is actually driving.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear a very loud Hare Krishna from all of you? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. So happy to see you all. Hare Krishna. We'll chant Mangalacharya prayers and we'll continue. So online, some devotees are joined. Just say, I don't know if they need the video. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Nara Chaiva Narottam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashta Prayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevya Bhagavati Uttama Bhaktir Bhavati Naiti Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanachalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupadam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Bhakti Tabhagakamalam Shri Gurun Vishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanitam Tam Sajivam Savaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Balaram Sahabanakita Shri Vishakhanvitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jaganpati Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tantalanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Harimpi Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Mukham Karoti Vachalam Mangalete Yatkripakamaham Vande Shri Guru Devantarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Since you're seeing the screen, going up, or you are doing this, coming and going, no, no one is coming. So this is about to be a short introduction because so it's going to be an overview because we only have some about 1.5 hours maximum, no? to go through this topic. It's a very huge topic. Hmm. So we did it 3 days as a seminar in Golden Village. So this topic, sometimes we did it in other places, but we could not cover completely. English is okay now. Everybody, English is okay now. Is okay now. Okay, fine. So what I will do is we will cover concise part of it, and it's going to be very interactive. So feel free to ask question in between. Don't wait for the end of the class. Anytime. Mataji, can you mute everybody in your Zoom? Or you will be mute everybody. Right? Just figuring, Prabhu, what actually is figuring for me? Sometimes nice things also going. Anyway, the online devotees may be able to hear me. It's just flickering. The HDMI is doing within the changing and that is it. See, people change to human. That's why they're saying human clear. Why is taking this audio? You're not able to see. Ah, am I audible now? Online devotees? Hare Krishna. Zoom is disconnecting. I don't know. Did the devotee go away who had who gave me the Wi-Fi thing? Why don't you put your Wi-Fi here? Don't here. Thank you. We switch it to that. This one? Hmm? This one? This one? Time is getting wasted. Okay, leave it alone. No, leave it alone. I'm not going to waste time on the devotees here. You tell the group that you do internet issues, we are not able to do the recording and record that. We are recording here, we will give it later. We start the recording from now. Fresh. Yeah. We share the YouTube link. Now it is getting live recording at YouTube. Okay, then you start recording now onwards. All the past thing don't record. Start a fresh recording now. Fine. This issue here. Let's see. No, internet is problem. We are not having a proper password for that. That is not true. Yeah, but then how will you do your video? Internet. I have to connect from here. No? You get Mataji. Just live recording, YouTube, we just give the links. That's good enough. Yeah. No, I don't want to waste the time of this. Please here, Please forgive me. The internet wise, again and again, this is giving flickering problem. My screen is flickering because you are screen. Morning was working all right. Fun basic thing. With the connections and then you are not getting. Okay? No, gone. Again, so all these big equipments. I think it is okay now. Huh? Till Krishna wants you to go. So there are many topics we covered. Various topics we covered in this whole thing. One by one, we'll see. In Krishna consciousness, unless and until we are grateful, we cannot go any inch forward. How many of you are chanting? How many of you are chanting? How many of you feel happy about it? You are not chanting. Not able to chant now. Start chanting, because without Krishna's mercy, we cannot chant. Without Guru's mercy, we cannot chant. This is also not working because of Krishna's mercy. We have to be some of the things which we should do here. One of the most important things is focus. We should focus on our sadhana. We should focus on our service. Many times what happens is not everything runs according to our wish. Right? Frankly speaking, we are not able to do our devotional service properly because we want things to go our way. Over time to realize not only devotional service, anything in our life, anything in our life doesn't go according to our wish. So we should pray to Krishna that whatever you do, give us the strength so that we can accept every one of your act as a mercy, as a blessing, as your blessing. Unless and until we do that, we won't be able to move forward in humility and gratitude. These two things are most important quality in our life. is out of these two, humility by nature, somehow or other, it will be eaten, and somehow or other you will get to humility. So as you grow older and older, you can get humility. Namrata aa jayega apne aap. But gratitude doesn't come so easily. You are not grateful because you don't see what you consider as grateful. Suppose I say I want to get first mark. I want to get a gold medal. You get gold medal, you think it is your it's your thing by your endeavor. Yeah. So if something good happens by a lot of hard work, we don't give credit to Krishna. He said it is my hard work. If you fail, you tell Krishna that you failed me. I tried so much, but you didn't do enough. Right? So this is where the whole problem is. We have to understand the opposite of this. If we are doing something good happens to us, we should thank Krishna. Thank you for giving me this benediction. Even though I tried without your mercy, it did not happen. Yashoda Mata tried so much to tie Damodar. But only when Krishna, that volume can be reduced. It cannot. Oh, they are doing the Kirtan there. Why not doing? So, only when Krishna was merciful, she was able to tie the rope. It's very important to understand this whole thing. How we are running our life. So this gratitude is something which is very important. And if you don't do, if you are not grateful to Krishna, we are not grateful to those who have helped us, then we cannot move an inch in devotional service. Krishna likes those who are grateful. Krishna himself is grateful. Krishna himself is grateful to a small thing that we do. We are continuing in our bhakti only because of Krishna's mercy. Right? But Krishna is so merciful. Krishna is so grateful to us for even little bit we are getting, little bit that we are getting. So we have to understand this very important. Right? So that is not working. So what can I do? We can see some important points there. It's all because of this one cable we are not able to do this whole thing. Sometimes this cable comes in between us and Krishna. All these so many wires. Look at the number of wires that we have. Finally, Yamaraj used this only to tie us. The less the wire is, the better it is. In those days, they didn't have any wire. It's very important to do this. Okay, so now let me do again. Why Prabhupada was successful? Why Prabhupada was successful in his bhakti? Why is Prabhupada was successful in his mission? Because he was grateful. One or two examples, you will see how Prabhupada was grateful in his life. Little bit to learn from him. Then we'll go forward further about gratitude. Now, how many of you know George Harrison? How many of you know George Harrison? You don't know. He's one of the big pop singer in those days. Very rich person. All over the world he was famous. And he had a huge bungalow in London, outskirts of London, a big farmland. So he loved Prabhupada very much. He always wanted to associate with him. He composed beautiful songs which became the top hit for many years in those days. Because of those songs, many devotees in the Western world, they came and joined the Hare Krishna movement. And he had a great liking for Prabhupada. Prabhupada also liked this attitude. He was a very nice person. Even though he's very famous, he was on the ground. When he left his body, he chanted his last beats, last time, Hare Krishna mantra, the beats and left his body. So much of this thing, in spite of being such a billionaire. So, he gave this nice piece of big land, Bhaktivedanta Manor. It has got nice. Even now, it holds the best one, the best temples in Europe, UK. So when that manor was given and that person, I mean, the George Harrison told Prabhupada that is all yours. Prabhupada said, no, it is your land, your place. Why are you giving it to us? So, no, it's for your service. Please take it. Every time Prabhupada saw George Harrison, he kept telling, this is yours, this is yours. And then while inaugurating it also, he said very nicely, there is a board with the inscription, right, in Bhaktivedanta Manor. It says this, His Divine Grace Shri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and the members of the Iskcon in Great Britain, UK, would like to express their eternal gratitude to Sriman George Harrison for his liberal donation of Bhaktivedanta Manor and grounds in the service of Lord Sri Krishna. Prabhupada put this in put in a nice big inscription. And then Prabhupada not only stopped with that, he said, I am always praying. After that, George Harrison was not teachable because he became very busy. Still, Prabhupada always said, when he was even leaving, he said, I am simply always praying for that boy George Harrison to have realization of how Prabhupada is teaching us gratitude. Then, when he was about to leave, last moment, he said, he took out the ring from his hand, from his finger, and said, please give this to George. This is my gift to him. He remembers. Gratitude requires remembrance. Without remembering somebody, how can you be grateful? First and foremost is remembrance. He had thousands, 10,000, and more than 10,000 disciples those days. Thousands and thousands of people were coming and meeting him, scholars, scientists, and all that. Still, he remembered each one of them. That's a very important quality of one who is very grateful. How many of you remember the teacher in your school days? You remember? Have you ever had a chance to meet them? Did you go and express to them that because of you, now we are in this position, whatever? See that? Have you met any of the teachers in your school days? Have you told them like express your gratitude to them? That is important. It's a very important quality. In Hyderabad, my physics teacher is there now. 36 years ago. And I still, whenever I come here, I at least send a message. I used to come and meet her. She still remembers each one of us. Every single person in the in my class, in our sections, she remembers each one of us. That is the level to which teachers are taken. So we should be grateful to them. Otherwise, how will we be sitting and doing things like this, right? So he said this. And then that is the when we do service to such spiritual masters, it is always stays forever in Krishna's heart. Because any service done to Krishna, it has service done in any service done to spiritual master is appreciated by Krishna very much. Okay. Then this is a very interesting thing. How Prabhupada was grateful to even those who grateful to even those who were against him. We all know this Nair, you know that Nair, person who gave all the troubles to Prabhupada in Mumbai. That Juhu temple, no, rather Asmari temple. They couldn't get it at all. That person was cheating. He took the money, but he was not giving the possession of the land. He was trying all powers and ways and means in his hand to kick out all the devotees from there. So much, there's a whole big book was written on that thing. So, because of messing up with a saintly person like Prabhupada, that Nair at one point died. He left his body just like suddenly out of nowhere. No, nothing. Suddenly he died. Even then, after that, also his wife was not willing to accept. She was also going on with some legal thing and all that. And every time she was trying to fight with Prabhupada, she was getting into more and more trouble. She was getting into more and more trouble. Okay. Now, one fine time the day she decided that I'm going to stop this whole thing. Then she came to Prabhupada crying, I'm sorry, I did so much. Then Prabhupada didn't remember any of those years of pain that they gave him. Just said, daughter, you are like my daughter, like my father. Anytime you can come freely and you are alone now, your husband has died. So you please, when you are here, anytime you come to me, our people will take care of you. This is like your home. Then she officially gave that land to Iskcon Cyberabad. At that time, they did the Bhumi Puja, and you know the description they write, the plate they write. In that, Prabhupada has written these words. The same people who gave all the trouble to him. Read this part. On this auspicious day of the appearance of Lord Ramachandra, we are taking this opportunity for the foundation stone, the cornerstone of our temple in this Bombay center. He's writing this, okay? It is very kind of Mrs. A.P. Nayak that she has given us this along with her husband. Prabhupada is actually expressing gratitude to that very same people who gave so much trouble. It's because of their wide heart that we got this place. He paid, he didn't pay, they didn't give it for free. Prabhupada gave all the Lakshmi that they required, but still he put the inscription for these people that they, because of them we got it. It's an amazing quality. How nice it is. Okay. Now the last one. The last thing, right? Expressing gratitude to one other wonderful devotee called Srinath Prabhu. His name is Srinathji Prabhu. MD Desai. You know that Seema bulbs and tubes? Seema bulbs and tubes, those days it used to come. He's the owner of that. This Srinathji Prabhu. He met Prabhupada and spent a lot of time with Prabhupada. He used to argue with Prabhupada. He used to argue with Prabhupada a lot. But Prabhupada would patiently respond to him. He would go to Prabhupada and tell that he would go to multiple places, Chinmaya Mission, Ramakrishna Mission, Prabhupada, everywhere you should go. Yeah, that individual. So he will go to Prabhupada and ask questions. This Chinmaya Mission is telling like this, that Swamiji is telling, that Swamiji is telling. Prabhupada patiently answer him. And you take Prabhupada's thing and go and tell them there. They will also do something. He was going back and forth. He's a very big person. He's a very big person, very wealthy person. He will go everywhere. And he didn't have any this thing, no, so much connection with Prabhupada at the beginning. Prabhupada, but he was very loving. Gratitude also means without expecting anything in return, you should thank them. And it has to expect something in return and we are trying to thank them. So that is a big problem that is. Right? That should never happen. We should never expect something in return for our prayer. Okay. So this what happened? Prabhupada was in his last days. In 1977, around April, Prabhupada was in his last days, final days. I mean, like 2 months only. He was stopped eating and everything. So he was in Bombay one last time he was in Bombay. He said, I want to, because he expected that Bombay temple to be completed, but it was not getting completed. So he said, I will go to Vrindavan and leave the body. So around April 1977, Prabhupada says, okay, I am leaving. So what they did, they found a very bit more comfortable. Trains in those days were not comfortable, no. So they took a train from Mumbai to Vrindavan, Mathura. So while going, this disciples of Prabhupada, senior disciples of Prabhupada, GDC and all, they asked this Srinathji Prabhu. He was not initiated by Prabhupada that time. He was ending this only. He got initiated after Prabhupada's departure by one of his disciples. But then he was very closely associating with Prabhupada. So this Tamal Krishna Maharaj called him and said that Prabhupada wants to go. He wants to leave this planet. He wants to go to Vrindavan one last time. So you please come and drive Prabhupada to the railway station. From the Bombay listing, go to the our Bombay temple. That's not completely constructed yet. So let's go to the railway station. So he didn't have any food since morning. So he's saying, Since morning 4:30, he did not have any food. He was extremely thirsty. And they went to the railway station. Up to the platform, they were there. He was waiting outside, thinking that the train is, they will board the train. But that day, the train timing was advanced by 1 hour. It was instead of 11:30 or something, it was going at 10:30. They were going at 10 or 15 very slowly, they are carrying Prabhupada. But it's supposed to leave. Suddenly they said that, you got to rush. So, in the meantime, he didn't know they were going inside. He bought a limca and, the platform, just about to drink. But said, suddenly this, Prabhupada servant, he asked to MD they said that you please come, Prabhupada wants to see you. So immediately he left that limca also. He didn't have anything. He was about to drink and he just started to run. And he ran to the cabin. Somehow they boarded the cabin. So Prabhupada with his very feeble voice, come closer like that. And he entered. Then Prabhupada told him, thank you for driving me. In that condition also, he's saying, thank you for driving me. Because Desai was very much troubled. Prabhupada is about to give up his body. And he didn't do anything except a small service also. He was feeling that he must surrender to Prabhupada. He paid full obeisance. He was about to touch Prabhupada's feet, but the devotees were stopping him. Prabhupada allowed, you please touch. Then if you touch his feet and Prabhupada, I am yours. He said, whatever I am yours, I am yours. When Prabhupada put his hand on his head and blessed him, he little bit with whatever little power he had, Prabhupada lifted up and smiled his finger. Then the train started. He was still in the train. Somehow he got down running because he has to go back home to take the car and go back home. Somehow he got out of the train with a lot of tears in his eyes. He slowly came to the car. And in the car, he found Prabhupada had left his Mahagarment in a steering wheel for him. He keep it with him as his gift. And he kept it for a very, very, very long time. For many years he kept it. He said, very beautifully he said, this is what Indy they said tells. There was Prabhupada's garland on the steering wheel. He had not forgotten me. He was so kind and considerate that he left the flower garland that he was wearing on the steering wheel. I kept that garland for a long, long time. Then the last time I saw Prabhupada. From 1971 to 77, I was fighting with him, arguing with him, debating with him. Finally, at the end, I surrendered. This gratitude moves mountains. Even the person who will never surrender also will surrender. He will become loving, he will express his loving feelings. It's very important to understand how much this gratitude works. It's a great attitude. Unless and until we are grateful to what Krishna has given us, what others have given us. Somebody comes and gives water here, we should be grateful. Somebody is coming and giving a ride that our Ramana Prabhu is back and forth is riding, we should be grateful. Even a simple smile is good enough to be grateful, isn't it? You just smile and just say Hare Krishna, just say thank you. When people come here, we just give some little prasadam. That is our gratitude to them. Everybody is running around so hard here and there. We should be grateful to people. So this is what Prabhupada is teaching us for being for our gratitude. So the most important thing is how do we understand gratitude and try to apply in life? For that, we have to go to the scriptures first. We have to go to the scriptures and somehow or other understand What? Bhagavatam and our other Shastras teaches us how to be grateful or what is gratitude means first time. So gratitude is one of the easiest means to please Krishna and obtain all the opulence of the world. Please just repeat this sloka after me. Gunayanam, Gunayanam. So if you want to take this 4:21, 44 Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 21st chapter, verse number 44 from Veda basic country. Gunayanam. Please sing loudly. Krishna will not punish you. Gunayanam. Shiladanam. Kritanyam. Kritanyam. Kritanyam means gratitude. Very beautiful word in Sanskrit. Gratitude in English may not sound so much meaningful, but Kritanyam means whatever somebody has done to us, we are aware of it. That's all. Gyan means remembering, knowing it. Oh yes, that person has given me 10 years ago, you might have given something, but still you remember it. So that is the whole idea. Then with that we please Krishna. So Kritanyam. There are two words. One is Kritanya and there is this Kritagna. Kritagna. Kritagna means one who is grateful, one who is very thankful to whatever has been done. Kritagna means who forgets whatever has been done to him and in fact harm the very same person who has given him everything. Right? Many times parents deals like that with the children. Why did so much that the children will not respect and then they feel that, वो क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में जिस ताली से खाते हैं उस ताली में चेर लगाते हैं like that. That is a very bad thing. Krishna does not like. So please remember these qualities by which you can please Krishna. Gunayanam, Shiladanam, Kritanyam, Vruddashrayam, Sampurnate, Anusampadaha, Prasidata, Brahmakulam Avancha, Janardana, Sanucharashamahyam. So very beautiful. These qualities, our worldly wealth, what are these? Gunayanam. Gunayanam is good behavior. Everybody likes good behavior. No? Shiladanam, who is reservoir of all good qualities. Then Kritanyam, one who is grateful. Anybody who is grateful, Krishna likes them. And then most important is Vruddha. Take shelter of elders. Now these Vruddhas are two types of Vruddhas. One is Jnana Vruddha, another is Vayo Vruddha. Jnana Vruddha is one who is elder by knowledge. Now Siddhartha is elder in data science. I don't know what is data science. And he is doing data science. And somebody is doing mathematical physics and all that. Different things. Children are like very smart these days. They can easily fit with the computer or phone and do so many things. So we should be, they are elder to us in Jnana. Vayo means by age they are elder. So we should respect. There are many elders here. We should be respectful for those who are elder because they have the experience. Nothing can replace experience. How much of knowledge you have, it cannot replace the experience that the elders have. To take their blessings, Ashirwad. That's very much. That's why at home we are respecting our parents and whatever our elders in our family. Guru is elder, anybody is elder. So Vruddha Ashraya, take shelter of elderly people. This way. If you do that, what happens? You will please Krishna, you will please the Brahmanas, you will please the cows and all Krishna's dear ones. So it's very important. Now, this is the best way to please Krishna. The Janardana Sanucharascha Mahyam. If you want to please Janardana, these things you should follow. So gratitude is one of the important qualities to please Krishna. Please remember this. Next. So, okay, we are talking about gratitude. What is the opposite of it? Ungratefulness. So, what is ungrateful? as described in the Shastras. In Mahabharata, it is said, you know Prayashchitta, no? There is Prayashchitta for doing some different things. We go on different things. Like say, for example, there is prescribed Prayashchitta if you are killing even a Brahmana. Killing a Brahmana, a saintly person, is a big, greatest sin. For that also there is Prayashchitta. Then you can drink intoxication, for that also some Prayashchitta is there. Unknowingly you drink something, whatever. Or you steal somebody's wealth, that also Prayashchitta is there. You can do some atonement. And if you are breaking our vows, we take some vows and we are breaking our vows, there also Prayashchitta is there. But there is no Prayashchitta available for one who does the sin of being ungrateful. Kirtana, anybody who is not grateful for that sin, there is no atonement. From Mahabharata it is said. Brahmagnecha surapecha chore bhagnam prate tatha nishkrite vihita sadvihi kritagne nasti nishkriti is the shloka. Please remember this. Shanti Baba, Bhishmadev is telling this. So, if you are not grateful, there is no way you can atone for it. The only way you can atone for it is by being grateful. You got it? Then comes a very important definition of gratitude. Gratitude does not mean that you have given me something, today I will thank you and then forget and go away. Or I give it back, and suppose you give me some say Lakshmi when I am Mandir, and if I give it back to you, it is not like it is over. That's some important point you should remember. What it is told here is, it is also again Mahabharata. Pratyupakorvani bhagvapi na bhati urvokarina tulyaha ekaha karoti krute nishkaranam eva krutenyah. So the point is, suppose somebody, I will tell you one example, meaning of this thing. Now, this our Rahul Prabhu is driving me back and forth. Right? So he is doing a service. Now, if I have to be grateful to him, tomorrow if he comes to Chennai, and if I keep driving him back and forth, that doesn't mean I have repaid that service that he did to me. Why? Because the first time anybody who does the service, the first person who does the service, it is always considered as being done without motivation, any motive behind it. Second time when I am reciprocating to him, right, that is not considered to be equal to the service he did to me. You have to keep on doing, still it is not equal. This is a very important point you should understand about gratitude. Means eternally you should be thanking that person. Even then, the service he did to me and the service I did to him is not equal. If my service will never be equal to that person. As long as my mother is taking care of us, right from birth to childhood, no, conception to birth to childhood, then so long they are taking care of us, right? In spite of the fact that they are taking care of us, we will be grown up and they will become old and we are taking return. It is not equal to what they did. You understand? We should be eternally grateful for our mother and father for taking care of us. Very important. That's not actual gratitude means. Okay, you paid my college fees. I am paying your medical fees. It's equal now. Don't ask me anymore. That kind of a thing, if we have, Krishna will literally punish us. He will throw us far away. So gratitude is a very important quality. Children can be asked to play somewhere there in that place. May distracted. I am not getting distracted. If you are not getting distracted, I can do this. Okay. Now, let's see what are the benefits of gratitude. The benefits of gratitude, first thing is, gratitude towards all living entities invoke their blessings automatically. especially when we are grateful towards elders, parents, and Krishna. By the transcendental blessings, we will obtain all the things. So one of the most important thing is when we are grateful to somebody, automatically they will be happy, isn't it? Suppose you thank me or I thank you, we feel happy, no? Naturally, you feel happy, isn't it? The other person, when I thank you, Jagdish, no, naturally you feel happy. So when I am making somebody feel happy or relaxed, I am creating, I am making the path to their path towards Krishna smooth, isn't it? And suppose you're all sitting here. If I keep shouting at each one of you, you'll go away. You'll think, what is this person doing this? After going home, also you'll keep bringing your mind. What kind of a person is he sitting here? If you lovingly smile at you, even though I may have so many problems, you may also have so many problems, but we don't go and show it to everybody, isn't it? So when we lovingly interact with people, when we go back home, you go fearless. Here also you are fearless, right? Suppose if we keep some 20 police wala here, 20, 30 police wala here with this thing, and we keep all of them standing there and say, hey, if you're going to pay attention, they will shoot you. You will sit out of fear only, isn't it? You will be fearful. What is this person doing next? This will be the last time you come, isn't it? So fearlessness should be given through our behavior. And how do you do that? By smiling nicely. Smiling is the best way to be grateful. You may not know that person, but do you spend anything by smiling? No, no. No expense for smiling. Right? Krishna, Sri keeps on smiling. He doesn't spend any penny. On the contrary, he is getting so much money. Isn't it? So this is the most important point we should understand. Just smile at people. That smile is so powerful that it can, like Prabhupada's oceanic smile, they say, just by his smile, he captured so many, completely those who are not devotees or Gandhis, they were attracted to him. They said, I don't know anything about Krishna consciousness, but somehow this old man is attracting me. How nice it is. So by being grateful, we invoke their blessings automatically. Elders, parents, everybody. Right? Then, when you are grateful, you can see Krishna's hand in everything. You are grateful. See, suppose, say, you bring water and you keep it here. Or you are, say, bringing some prasadam and giving. If I see that, hey, thank you for giving, then I see you as an instrument of Krishna. Right? So Krishna is doing it through everybody. This person is doing. So thank you so much. Some doctor is curing you of a disease, you thank them. Right? You go there in the cave and see Nrsimha Bhagwan. How nicely he is blessing all of us. Right? People sit there and chant. It's such an experience. Normally, you have to go to Ahoblam or so many places to go into a cave and those things. But here within the city limits itself, you have a cave. Cave Gufa Nrsimha. Right? And government has given it free. How many years it took? So finally, some good man came and gave it for free. And this whole place can be developed so nicely. Right? Krishna chooses. We should be happy. So we will be able to see Krishna's hand in everything, everyone, everywhere. And that is the ultimate goal of devotional service. Simply by being grateful, you can achieve the ultimate goal of devotional service. Next. When we are grateful, our service attitude, empathy, and forgiving nature towards other increases. I am grateful to for all the things that you are managing. Some small glitches will be there here and there. I forgive them. I don't care so much because I don't come with expectations. It is not there, doesn't matter. You are still listening at it. That's more than enough. If I am putting it there, you'll be seeing there and seeing it. There is also Krishna's arrangement. That is, this is to not work. So our service attitude increases. When you are grateful to others, what you will do? He did so much. I should do something to him in return. I should do something to them in return. Our Deepa Mataji has been working on this for so long. So much of this poster creation, coordinating here, coordinating there. Everything that I was asking, she will say, oh, Prabhuji, wait, I will get it for you. Everything. And then she arranged one other devotee here, one devotee there, and driver and everything. Sriram Prabhu arranged everything in spite of the fact that he is having some sickness or whatever, that injury and hand injury and all that. Still, he made all the arrangements. Now, such a nice place has been built. If we look at all the good things, minus small things will be forgiven. I mean, you will forget. My Guru Maharaj used to say we should remember 2 F's in life: forgive, forget. Then I asked Maharaj, you said forgive, okay, you are forgiving, Shama to kar denge. What is this forget? How can I forget something? That person has done. So Maharaj said that you forgive the fact that you have forgiven. If you forgive the fact that you have forgiven, next time they will do the same mistake, you will again forgive. Jesus Christ says in the Bible, I forgive 999 times and I will forgive their mistakes. We should have so much patience. With the children, we have to be patient. Like that, even when we are grown up, in spiritual life, we are all children only. So the saints and sages, they have to be so much patient. Once Prabhupada went to Nigeria, Uganda, somewhere he went. His disciple Brahmananda Prabhu, he invited him over. He was preaching to the black people there. The black people in Africa. He preached to them there. So one night Prabhupada says that he washed his clothes, this sannyasi kurta, then the chadar, then dhoti, everything he washed and put it in the cloth liner. In the morning he is getting up to get ready for the Mangalati. He goes and nothing is there in the cloth liner. Everything is taken away. Sannyasi kurta is not there, dhoti is not there, his gamcha is not there, nothing is there. So he's asking Brahmananda, where are my the cloths? Prabhupada will go and search. Nowhere it is found. Then somehow Prabhupada had something to wear, some temporary arrangement, and he went to the Mangalati, he had chanting, and he came back to the room, and he goes to the Bhagavatam class. In the Bhagavatam class, why are you arranging that? What is the need for that? You will not be able to see from there. Just close it. Everybody's attention is going there. I don't want that. We assume that that will not work. That's okay. Be happy that Krishna has given at least the mic to one. This is more important to register than that. If you can register these things, that's good enough. Okay? In your heart. Later I will share the PPT, whatever you will be happy to. You can get it later. So I was studying out Prabhupada. So after that, Prabhupada goes to the Bhagavatam class. And he sees that one devotee is wearing his kurta, another devotee is wearing, brahmachari is wearing his dhoti, another one is using his, that what you call the sannyasi chadar, everything. So they didn't know that we are not supposed to use our spiritual master's dresses just like that, without his permission. But he didn't speak a single word. He simply ignored it, he tolerated it and came back. And he forgave. He was glorifying the same people who are preaching in these very dangerous places. Not so easy. We are thinking that it's easy to preach. But not easy at all. You go and call anybody to come here, go on the street and ask them to come. They will not come. Even devotees don't come. What to speak of our normal people. Right? So this is very important to understand about service attitude, empathy, and forgiving nature. So if you keep forgetting that you are forgiven, you will not, hey, I have forgiven you 4 times, still you are doing the same thing. I have forgiven you 25 times, still you are doing the same thing. You will remember so much of how many times I have forgiven. Right? That is very difficult because these are unwanted things which we are keeping in our mind. You should remember, if you forget, immediately you should forget. Then your life will be smooth. The more you forget unwanted things, the more you can remember these important instructions and shastras, shlokas and everything. Don't take too much into it. Don't take too much to heart. Anyway, it's going to stop at one day. Why do you take so much into it? Right? So that is empathy. Empathy is very important. You should feel the pain of others. Put your legs in others' shoes, they say. That you can do only when you are grateful to whatever you got from Krishna. Always, you know what we do? We want everybody else to be grateful to us, but we are never grateful to others, isn't it? That is our nature. He is not grateful to me. She is not grateful to me. I did so much to this person. I did so much to that person. But Krishna will ask, hey, I done so much to you. Are you grateful to me? Just imagine how much is our breath important. How much? If you don't breathe, you will die. You just stop breathing for a few minutes, you will die. See how much air Krishna has given. Unlimited. Wherever you go, you are not carrying your oxygen cylinder with you. If Krishna had said that, I will give air only in so and so places, then we will all carry cylinder with us. Oxygen cylinder. We all know how tough it was to get cylinder during Corona time. Right? That time it would have come to us how much we should be thankful to Krishna for giving us free air. It's not that I am from India, I'm going to Japan, I'm saying, this air is not suiting me. I will carry one big oxygen cylinder of Indian air and I use it there. Or as he fixed a meter here to measure how much air we have inhaled and exhaled. But at home we have the meter for electricity, water and everything. Water is coming from Krishna and these people have meter. And then they charge so much. I did this, I did this. Krishna did everything and it doesn't say I did at all. How nice it is. Krishna is. Anything that is most important, he is giving us in plenty. He is giving us in abundance. Right? And he doesn't charge us for any of these things. Now the water that is coming, you go to the Krishna river or Godavari, the river doesn't charge anything. Hey, you are taken to so many gallons. Give me, pay me. No, just keeps flowing. Morning we understood how this river, mountains, trees, all the sunlight is also this charge, how much electricity we will pay for this. Plus, Surya Bhagavan charge something for us. Without Surya Bhagavan, can we get this? Without light also we can continue to hear. But without Surya Bhagavan, can we live for one moment? Suppose Surya Bhagavan goes back, sun goes back by 10 kilometers. We all will be frozen to death. If it comes closer by 10 kilometers, we will be born to burn. How much is very calculatedly it is moving everywhere. You should be thankful to all the Krishna for all these things. And then service attitude. Naturally, when you see that you recognize somebody's service, you want to return something. Right? When you are serving prasadam, naturally people want to come and I will also serve prasadam. You don't ask them. Because they see your service attitude, that service attitude should be without expectation. I should not expect anything. That I come here, I will do this, I have done this, I have done that, why are you not doing this, why are you not doing this? Don't demand. Do things free. The more you are free, the more Krishna will give abundantly. The more you charge, the less Krishna will. In fact, it snatch away. The demanding mentality, expecting mentality spoils our life, spoils our mind, spoils our bhakti, spoils our natural, normal life also it spoils. Now, Jagdish from what is he going to get by taking me and giving prasadam or running around and arranging all these things? Because he is doing it without expectation, Krishna is giving you the taste for the bhakti. Early morning we come there and we are sitting and do Mangalarti. How nice it was in the morning when we were just, see, you don't need a huge big place. You know, a small place is there, nice breeze is coming, Narsin Bhagavan is sitting there, teaching us Bhakti Yoga, Yoga Narsin there. You just come in the morning for Mangalarti, then do some chanting, read little Bhagavatam, that's it. What more I want? Krishna has given all these things, be kind to us. Appreciate his kindness. Next step. What is the other outcome benefit of gratitude? Those who are grateful, only they can be joyful. You understand this? There's a secret connection between gratitude, gratefulness, and joyfulness. Those who are grateful, they can be joyful. Why? Because by gratitude we have pleased Krishna. When Krishna is pleased, he makes us also joyful. He is full of ananda. So he becomes pleased, then we become pleased. This is how Bhagavatam tells. You see, Prahlad Maharaj was grateful to Krishna. Right? So he is pleased to Krishna by that. His father is out to kill him. Still he is grateful to him. You understand? So that way, what we should be doing is, we should always see the good things in everywhere. Once what happened, one of our friends, I think it is in Singapore or somewhere, he was there, married, and he and his wife were there. So his wife, something what she did, she got his signature in some paper and misused it to forgery, we call it, no? So she did something and she did some illegal things. So the police in Singapore, they were strict. They came and caught hold of this man. He didn't commit any mistake. He just trusted, he signed and he misused it. So he was put into the jail. Okay. He was very much despondent. He was very much upset. Those days, it was very, very long ago. Those days, this our internet and all was also not there. So he wrote a letter to my spiritual master. It was Maharaj. Maharaj, I did not commit any mistake, but somehow I died in the jail. I am not able to live peacefully. It's very, very painful here on that. So Maharaj wrote him back. Don't worry. Our Sampradaya itself began in jail. Krishna was born in jail. Now you have all the time in the world to study Prabhupada's books. Don't worry about anything. Nobody is going to bother you. Sit and continue reading Prabhupada's books. So gratitude means always seeing the silver lining in everything. It may be a worst thing, but still you see a silver lining. Something might have happened. It's okay. This much only it has gone. It's okay. We'll forget about it. Move on with it. So that is a very important. See, Bhagavatam teaches us. The devotees teaches us these things in Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us how to be grateful. When you are grateful, you are very, very relaxed. Right? We go with an expectation, we cannot be grateful. Right? Hey, you should give me prasadam on time. I have come all the way from Chennai. You are not taking me here, taking me there. This kind of demanding attitude disturbs the relationships. If suppose the person forgot to come, we just walk. How does it matter? Krishna was walking always. He was Brajavasi. If you want to please Krishna, you keep walking like Brajavasis. That's all. Doctor, after you get the disease, you go to the doctor, he will tell walk. Then you will walk. On our own, we walk, you don't need to go to doctor also. You save the money. You save the auto charges, you save the car, or the cab charges and all that. I'm not telling walk 100 kilometers and all. 2-3 kilometers you can walk, no, every day. What stops us from walking? It's very important. Or you take bicycle and do bicycle. At least you will use the natural energy of Krishna. You will not waste all these other artificial energies. Right? Don't depend too much on them. Finally, what is the other benefit? By gratitude, you can bring Krishna under your control. A grateful devotee never asks for any reciprocation for his service from the Lord. And the Lord feels indebted to him. Indebted, Rini we say, no? He feels indebted. Somehow or other, he thinks, I want to serve this devotee. Whatever I give, it is not going to work. Sudama went to Krishna. You know the story of Sudama, no? He did not go to get anything from Krishna. Very important point we should remember. We are all mistaken that he went to get something, to do some yachakam, to do some getting something, beg something from Krishna. No, he did not want to beg anything from Krishna. He went just to see Krishna and to please his wife. His wife was very much worried because without eating, being hungry for so many days together, his body was becoming weak and weak. So his wife, as a very good wife, she was worried about his health. Her husband, that is Sudama's health. So she said, she had told to Sudama that If you are becoming very weak, please go and get something from your friend Krishna. Otherwise, you die. Sudama would not have gone. She knows that. That is why what she does, she tells that at least for the children's sake, you please go. Then he saw, okay, I should be. He knows what she has in her mind. So even at that time, see, Sudama's wife is much more um, uh, uh, devoted in that sense. Even though you only talk about Sudama, Sudama's wife is even more loving, loving devotion to Krishna. She does loving devotion to Krishna. She didn't have anything at home to give. See, this is the beauty. When you go to somewhere, you should get something, some flower or fruit or something you should get. If there is some gift you should take and go. For Krishna also when you come, he is giving prasadam free, he is giving nice vatavaran. Just will you ever be able to get this nice fresh breeze in your home, inside your home? Nice, peace, calm place. Such a nice experience. At our home, we are paying so much for the electricity bill, fan, AC, everything. Still, we are not peaceful. Here, nobody is charging you for sitting in this nice area. You go inside a cinema hall, how much you have to pay? You know. I don't know what are the price. They will put you in a dungeon in a AC thing which is so harmful, and you have to pay so much money, stand in the queue to get the ticket, so much money, and go and wait your time. And you go to somewhere else or some entertainment park or something, you have to pay so much, isn't it? But here nobody charges anything. And on top of it, they give you prasadam, but everything is free. Nice smile is free. So much is there. But they are not charging anything. So we should be grateful that you are doing so much for Krishna, we are not able to do anything, at least whatever I can do. So that is what Sudama's wife is thinking. And she didn't have anything. So she went and begged from the surrounding neighbors. Little, at least you give. And then they hesitantly they gave because they always thought this is a Daridra people what to do, give such as get rid of that. So she got some that too. They gave very less quality this top price or whatever, cheap price, whatever. And that she tied in a cloth, gave it to him, and he took it and all the way from Porbandar to Dwarka is about more than 100 kilometers now. Those days it would have been even more. Right? So he walked all the way. He didn't have slippers and all. The heat also he walked. Adhyatra and don't walk and everything. Right? So when he went inside to Dwarka, the guard, security guard said, "Son, what is this in our Dwarka? Everybody is so opulent. Everything is opulent." He said, "Poor Brahmana is coming." And they wanted to go and tell Krishna. So Sudama is going to near the doorstep of one palace. Krishna had 16,108 palaces in Dwarka. In each palace, you know what is the length and breadth of those palaces? 64 square miles. One palace, 64 square miles. Like that, 16,108 palaces. Can you imagine the area? How big it is? This is all, it's a huge township, city, whatever you want to call it. And in every place, he is personally present. And so one place where he went, where Rukmani Mata is also there, or Sudama went, Krishna saw him from far distance. And immediately he is running. That is why Dwarka is called Pushastali. Pushastali means pushi, push. The place where everybody is pushed. There is no, even a tinge of shoka, moha, maya, nothing is there. Fear, envy, nothing is there. Okay. So the point is, he's going there. Krishna runs and catches hold of his hand, brings him to his palace, and he says, "So long, there was Gurukul friends. They were friends in Gurukul. And after that, they didn't see each other. Now he has become Rasta, Krishna has become Rasta. One is rich, another is poorest of poor. One is richest of rich, one is poorest of poor. But still, they didn't forget their friendship. This palace inmates are wondering, what is this? Such a poor Brahmana, and still Krishna is invite welcome him. And then because he's a Brahmana, Krishna personally washes his feet, even though he's a friend. Then he does the Aarti and everything. So lovingly he keeps him nicely in the bed, comfortably in the bed. And he's asking how we saw the old days they are taking, they're talking about their school days and everything, all night they're discussing. So because he had a very poor dress, torn cloth, Krishna gave one of his very opulent dress to wear. Nice, king dress that he gave it to Sudama. So all night they were talking, he gave nice prasadam and everything. In the morning he was about to leave, or Sudama was about to leave. Never he uttered even one word that I am suffering, I want something. And Krishna also did not ask Sudama. Looking at him only, he should ask him, why you are like this? What happened to you? No, we both were nice when we were children, but now you are so poor. He should have asked. He deliberately did not ask anything. He was talking all laughter and everything. He made him laugh. And Sudama was also forgotten everything. Krishna has a very beautiful quality. He will make you forget what you wanted to ask. How many of you have gone to Tirupati Balaji and successfully conveyed your prayers to you? How many of you have done that? You can think of it all through in the queue, isn't it? Prabhu is shaking, he said. You will think of whatever you want all through in the queue. The moment you go and stand in front of him, you will forget everything. Isn't it? And you'll come out and say, forgot to ask. Actually, you don't have to stand in front of him and ask. Even from here also you can ask, even here. But it should be genuinely asked, with full faith and with full genuinity. So Sudama didn't ask anything. And he said, okay, time for me to leave Krishna, I will leave. Krishna says, oh, so school. All night we talked, forgot about it totally. Then while going, Krishna says, okay, you give me my cloth back. And he has 16,108 palaces. In each palace, he must be having so many wardrobes. He doesn't repeat one dress which he wears on one day for the next day. He could have given that one dress at least to Sudama. Sudama didn't ask anything. He also didn't give anything. Some old clothes he can give. No, he didn't give. The dress which he gave to wear to Krishna, to Sudama, that also he took it back. You give back my dress. And then he gave back that old, the torn, that chadar or whatever, and something. Sudama didn't mind anything. While going back, he did not complain or cripple that this Krishna is so opulent, he didn't give a single penny. He was actually thinking, what a sinful man I am. How great is Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. In spite of that, he is giving me so much, all this facilities and everything to, when I went there. I am so blessed to see Krishna. His only desire was to see Krishna. And at the biggest of his wife's request, he went and saw Krishna. He didn't even ask, he won't ask anything to Krishna. Always please understand. Sahaj milaso dudh mila, maang milaso pani. Kish liya kyo rakt barabar. Yes, Santo ki word. Kaya kabira wa dhood barabar, jame kecha tani. How many of you know Hindi here? No. Understood or no? Kabir ka doha. If it comes on its own, it will get milk. If you ask and get, you get only water. And kish liya means you grab from other person, he will also grab, you will get only blood. Kish liya to rakt barabar. He will be having, grab from him. He grabs from you. Then it will scratch here, scratch there, will fall and you get blood only. Kabir is telling one thing more on top of it. He says that, you do this tug of war. No, 10 people are there pulling that side. 10 people are here pulling this side. Both of them will fall, you get only mud. Mud only will get it. Nothing else will get it. That's why you should not ask anything. Whatever comes on its own, just accept. That's all. Then people, Krishna will be pleased. See, when we are speaking also, you have to speak with the remembering Krishna. You should not be thinking about why that person may not come, why this person is come, what person. Those things are going to disturb our ways. Somebody suddenly gets up and goes. No, you don't immediately it is. Our job is to simply speak Krishna. Krishna is working on each one of us. And he is making somebody sick, somebody leave. So we should be aware of who is actually controlling him. Unnecessarily don't expect something from somebody, and when they are not giving it, don't curse them. It's Krishna who is not making them do. If somebody is not grateful to us, it actually means that we are not grateful to someone else. And Krishna is giving that experience of that person to us. Always it happens like that. When we cheat somebody, someone else cheats us. When we are nice with somebody, somebody will be nice to us. So irrespective of whether somebody is nice to you or not, please be nice with everybody. That is Bhagavatam. Okay. So Sudama he took away his thing and now he's going in the same old dress and he's all the way he's going back to Porbandar. Our Sudama Puri. Actually, Porbandar is new name. Original name is Sudama Puri. So when he goes there, suddenly he sees this, like how these things have come up in no time. People were passing by for so many years. You'll suddenly say, suddenly someone Iskcon Cyberabad board is there on top of it. There is a big things, the constructions have started coming up. So they'll be surprised. So like that, when Sudama is going nearby to his home, he sees that this whole thing has become turned into golden palace. More than even Swargaloka, more opulent than Swargalokas. And she says, somebody has taken away my land in just one day. And he said, okay, maybe since I got from the wrong place, he started walking further. Right? The thing is, Krishna was trying to, there is a interesting competition going on between Krishna and his devotees. Krishna wants to somehow or other make the devotee ask him, beg him. The devotee said, whatever you do, I will not ask anything from you. Whatever you give, I will be satisfied with that. This is the competition going on between Sudama and Krishna. So Krishna was royally defeated by Sudama. He tried in so many different ways to make Sudama ask the Lord, Krishna, I am suffering. Can you please give me something? Sudama said, no, I have come here only to see you. Seeing you means all problems are gone. That's all. Right? You go to Balaji, Srinivas Bhagwan, Govind Bhagwan. You go and see him, you come out, you feel so happy. You see Narsimha Bhagwan here, how nicely he is sitting and beautifully. You just see him, automatically all the bliss comes. All the anxieties, worries goes away. Because you are coming all the way to see him. Krishna is seeing that act of ours. You are sitting here. You are trying to hear some things. So Krishna is making you all your hunger, sleep, thirst, everything Krishna is taking away. Tells all the demigods who are in charge of all these things. Hey, he's listening attentively. So don't bother him with the thirst. That is how he did for Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj had so much thirst when hunting in the front of that summit sheep. But for 7 days he did not have any thirst. How he was able to do that? When he could tolerate his thirst here, why could he not tolerate his thirst there? You understand? Krishna, when he's pleased, he is giving us that. Who is in charge of that, that they are in charge of your hunger, thirst, tiredness, sleep, and all that. You will tell them, don't bother him, he is listening at him. You have to understand this point. Prabhupada, that's what. Prabhupada, when he was lying down in his last days in his bed, the doctor who came to test him, he said, Kaviraj, he said that this man, there is no muscle between his skin and the bones. The skin is directly touching the bones. Imagine, and Kaviraj said, Doctor, that he said, anybody in this condition should be screaming out so loud that people in those apartments far away, they should be able to hear the scream. But he is patiently sitting and translating. He's coolly translating. How it is possible? He is not in this body, he is not of this body. He is not a man of this world. This is how, when we do, Krishna reciprocates to us. Okay. So what happened? So Sudama, when he went away, No, he brought the chip rice, no. Those chip rice, he brought those chip rice with him. Krishna, he didn't want to show it because after all the opulence he saw, this is nothing in front of what opulence is. So he didn't want to, he was very ashamed of giving it. But Krishna knew. So he somehow on the day, you brought something for me and he grabbed it. And I like this chip rice. He started taking one hand. Second hand, when you are starting to take, Rukmani stop. No, you don't take it. This is enough. Externally, she was telling this may not be good for your health. What is there for Krishna's health? Krishna has nothing to eat. He can eat even stones. So, but when you're saying that, not for health, actually what she meant was, for the first handful you took, for that itself, I have to give the entire opulence of all the universes to him. Now, if 10 second morsel, I have nothing to give him. We both have to go and do begging from Sudama now. If you give after this, giving this. That is what she meant. Krishna understood. So with that morsel of eating that one handful of the sea ate, he made all the children and his wife and everybody is so much filled with opulence. And the house also turned into so much opulence. And he was crossing, our Sudama is crossing. Why Krishna did not make Sudama like that? When he turned them into so much opulence in Aishwarya, he could have done the same thing to Sudama, no? Why Sudama was only given prasadam to go back? No jewels, nice rings, bangle, whatever he had to be given. He could have been given all this nice dress. Even whatever dress was there, that also he took it back. Why? Why? Because when he was crossing that his own house, his wife and children were coming out with so much opulence, he could not identify them. So he started maybe some other house it is, and he started walking. If he was also turned like that, both of them could not identify each other, so they would have been lost. You understand the reason behind why Krishna did not give opulence to Sudama right then and there. But after he entered the house, he was given all opulence and everything. At that time, Sudama was remembering how grateful, how kind Krishna is. So appreciating Krishna's kindness is the most important form of it. If you are grateful to Krishna, we can be grateful to everybody. We can see Krishna's hand in everybody. So we will not ask anything from Krishna. Just give me pure devotion, bhakti. That is the one solution for all our problems. If you have bhakti in our heart, no, nothing you will want. In fact, even Krishna wants to give you something, you say, no, Krishna, I don't want anything. This is good enough. You have given me the tongue to chant, ears to hear, this capacity, as long as it runs, I want to chant your holy names. I want to hear some Gita. I want to just read some Bhagavatam. That's all. Right? So now, to teach this Sudama's thing, whatever we talked about Sudama, Prabhupada concisely gives this entire thing in beautiful purport. Beautiful purport. 3:8:27. 3:8:27. Remember this shloka. 3:8:27. In this purport, Prabhupada writes very, very nicely. Devotional service to the Lord is very much obliging to Him. Obliging means it makes you an indebted to Him. Krishna feels indebted. Gajendra is crying out, screaming in pain. Krishna feels indebted. He could have sent the Sudarshan Chakra right from the Vaikuntha only to kill him now. Why he should come all the way in Garuda, coming all the way to that Sarovar and physically save Gajendra? He is so much purchased by Gajendra. You understand? By his bhakti. No expectation. If you see the entire prayers of Gajendra, the most beautiful thing in that prayer is not in a single verse Gajendra asked Krishna, you please save me. In that condition also. Prahlad Maharaj also in not a single verse he says save me. Not in a single place before the prayers or before invocation is killed. He asks Krishna, you please come and save me. Now if I have to die, I remember you, Krishna, and go. That's all. Just give me that alone. That's all he asks. That is what pure devotees ask. To be Prabhupada gave us pure devotional service. He did not give us a half-baked, alloyed, mixed devotional service. That is why we should be very careful. Everywhere else, they would say, okay, if Krishna doesn't give, go somewhere else and get here, get there. But to Prabhupada's only one is if Krishna gives, it is for your good. Accept it is for your good. If Krishna does not give also, it is for your good. If Krishna gives, then take it. If Krishna does not give, I don't want it. Because it is not for my good. Krishna knows what is good for me. That faith you should have. So I was saying, devotional service to the Lord is very much obliging to Him. When you do devotional service, He feels indebted. He wants to, he feels, my devotees are doing something, I have to do something in return to Him. So what He does, there are many transcendentalists, different fields of spiritual activities, but devotional service to the Lord is unique. There are so many others who are doing yoga, so many things they do. But devotional service is unique. Why? Because in all other things you cannot conquer Krishna. But only with bhakti you can conquer Krishna. You can defeat Krishna. You can conquer Krishna. And Krishna loves to be defeated. How nice it is. So he's saying, devotees do not ask anything in exchange, anything from the Lord in exchange for their service. Very important. Devotees do not ask anything from the Lord in exchange for their service. Even the most desirable liberations will be refused by the devotees, even although it is offered by the Lord. Even if Krishna comes and says, "Come on, I am giving you moksha," they will not take it. For bhakti, they will not take moksha in every seva. Thus, the Lord becomes a kind of debtor to the devotees. Because when I give something in return to you, you say I don't want. Then what will do? I am still indebted to you, isn't it? I have not completed or cleared the loan or debt that I got taken from you. Yes or no? You give me 100 rupees. If I don't give you back that 100 rupees, then I still owe that 100 rupees to you, plus interest. Correct? So, he's telling you that the Lord becomes a kind of debtor to the devotees. So, he has to somehow clear this debt. No. What will he do? And he can only try to repay the devotional service, devotee service, with this ever enchanting smile. This is all the devotees ask for. Krishna, please bestow upon us your loving smile. Enchanting smile. You get mohit ho jayega. You become completely bought over. The devotees are ever satisfied by the smiling face of the Lord, and they become enlivened. They just simply want to how smiling. Our wherever you go, nursing is also smiling so beautiful. The devotees become enlivened, and by seeing the devotees so enlivened, the Lord Himself is further satisfied. He wants the devotees to be jolly. So when the devotees become jolly to see Krishna smile, he becomes even more enlivened. He smiles even more. So, and by seeing the devotees so enlivened, God Himself is further satisfied. So there is a continuous transcendental competition between the God and His devotees by such reciprocation of service and acknowledgement. The devotees want Krishna to be happy, so they smile. Krishna smiles, and they become happy. Seeing them happy, Krishna becomes more happy. Seeing Krishna more happy, devotees become more happy. This is exactly how they say. Right? You're all sitting here attentively. Krishna is really happy. That is why you are, peaceful. That is given by Krishna. Peace can come only from the source of all peace. Peace is no Shantagaram Bhajavashan. It is the reservoir of all peace. So please come to Krishna. If you are not chanting, please start chanting. If you don't have Bhagavatam, get Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. Open up something. Such nice, wonderful purpose Prabhupada has written for our well-being only. For who else is writing? Even now it is glorified because these are pure Krishna conscious words. Okay, let's stop here. Any questions, comments? Any questions, comments from anybody? We'll stop here. Nice time for prasadam. Some of you are hungry but go far also. Jai Gurudhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Gurudev ki, Vita Gaur Pramande. See, very lovingly the devotees are giving prasadam. Go have nice prasadam. If at all you can offer some seva, distributing prasadam, whatever little you can do is seva. Anything that you can do, try to do that. Then Krishna will be pleased. Our health will be all right. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, everything will be all right. Be happy. Be happy by being grateful. There are so many things to be told, but we'll stop here. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Gurudev ki, Jai Tagore Pramanande. Say something.
Hare Krishna. Let's chant three loud Hare Krishna Mahamantras for well-being of Prabhuji and for all of us also. Because even these days, parents are not telling us what the right thing to do. A devotee is so compassionate, he's traveled all the way from Chennai. He has so many works like office work and so many congregations to handle: India, US, UK, Japan, right? So many congregations. But just for a few devotees, we are a new temple. There is not yet congregation built. Whoever is coming, we are just requesting, asking them to sit, and you are kindly sitting here just by accepting our request. So very grateful to you. So that is my gratitude to you that you spent your time and you heard. Very grateful to Prabhuji for allotting his time for this temple and the devotees and for the well-being of us. He gave us Krishna Katha. You know what is the benefit of Krishna Katha? మీరు ఏమి చేయకుండా జస్ట్ అలా కూర్చొని వింటున్నా కూడా హార్ట్ లో ఉన్న ఇంప్యూరిటీస్ అన్ని అలా తొలగిపోతూ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. దెర్ ఇస్ నో ఎఫర్ట్. శ్రవణం ఇస్ సో ఈజీ దట్ వెన్ యూ జస్ట్ హియర్ వాట్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్? కామ క్రోధ మోహ లోభ మద మాత్సర్య, దీస్ ఆర్ a chunk of them get washed away. What is the benefit of that? Wash అయితే నాకేంటి, मेरे को क्या होता है, मुझे क्या मिलेगा इसमें? We will think like that, but because of that only we are suffering. All that is there in our great scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. So a devotee is so compassionate, spending time for all of us, spending his energy, right? So let's chant three loud Hare Krishna Mahamantras for Prabhuji and thanking him for this wonderful session on the power of gratitude. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We will chant this together continuously, no break, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Thank you so much.
You try, but what? It doesn't matter.
అయిపోయింది